Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn about matrices. So this is a plural form. In singular form, it is called matrix. So if one, we are talking about one, we will say matrix. For more than one, we say matrices. So first of all, let me just explain that what this matrices or matrix is. You know that the number system which we usually use 1, 2, 3. So this number system is developed to count the things, right? But later on people find the more application of this number system. Then different types of number system are introduced. So we not only just use it to count, but also we use it to add, subtract, multiply. Then in time boundation we use it to measure length, weight and height, everything. So we use the number system. So this number system is developed by human being to make our life simple, right? In similar way, we know that if you have a simultaneous equation of two variables, suppose x plus y equal to 1 and x minus y equal to 2. And how you solve it? You just add these things. So this y get cancelled, then 2x equal to 3, then you get x equal to 3 by 2. In this way you solve this. Similarly, if you have a number system, if you have simultaneous equation like a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1, or a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. So this is the simultaneous equation. This system, this is the simultaneous equation of three variables. So it is also somehow easy to represent it or to solve it. But suppose you have a simultaneous equation of 10 variables. Similarly, you have this thing a2x plus b2y plus a1x plus b1y plus c1z plus d1e plus d2f plus, in this way you have 10 variables. So 10 variables, 10 equation, right? So this is a very complicated to write this kind of thing, and it is very difficult to keep a record that which variable we have found and how we are going to found it. So to simplify this method, a mathematician named Sir Arthur Cayley. So you will read, we will have a lots of theorem by him, Sir Arthur Cayley. Sir Arthur Cayley introduced a method, a compact way to represent this kind of simultaneous equation, which is very complicated. And he called, so the word matrix is first used by Sylvester, is the another mathematician. You can Google the name Sylvester, and then you will find interesting information about him. So Sir Arthur Cayley first used this matrix to represent the simultaneous equation in a compact way. So they define it in a way, they found it a simple thing. So simply matrix is nothing but a rectangular array of number. A rectangular an arrangement of number n by m, m by n in square bracket. Okay, so this is called a matrix. So simply we take two square bracket and we arrange a number in row and column, and this will called a matrix. All right, this is a simple definition of matrix. So this number, let's just give some name to it. So matrix always represented by a capital letter. This is the matrix A, its name is A. These arrangement or the number which are arranged horizontally is called row. This is the row 1, row 2, and vertical arrangement or vertical numbers are will called column. So this is column 1, column 2, column 3, and these number which are inside this bracket are called as element. Okay, element. So this you already have seen in determinant. The definition is same. Only the difference is you need to write the things inside the square bracket. Plus, so depending on these number of rows and columns, we have, so what is the order of this matrix? So order of matrix is always represented by m by n, where m is number of rows, and n is number of column. Okay, so in this matrix A, how much are number of rows? 2, and column are 3. So its order will be 2 by 3, and we write it here as a suffix here. So 2 by 3 is a order of matrix. So suppose a matrix B is order of 1 by 2. Then what it mean? It means it have 1 row and 2 column. Okay. So let's just understand the concept of matrices, that how this compact is very beautiful and useful. So, suppose that Joey, suppose a person named Joey has 15 notebooks, and 5 pens. Okay, 5 pens, 3 pencil. Okay, Joey has 16 notebook, 5 pens and 3 pencil. So this I can write it in a compact way by using matrix as 15, 5, 3. Okay, 15, 5, 3, and the row I can give name as Joey. Okay, this is nothing but notebook, this is pen, and this one is pencil. So suppose instead of Joey there are other 2 people are also there. Suppose Lucy have 18 notebook, 15 pens and 3 pencil. Okay, 3 pencil. Similarly, Lily 20 notebook. Okay, 20 notebook, 10 pen and 2 pencil. Okay, so I can write this information in a compact beautiful way like this: 15, 5, 3, okay, 18, 15, 3, 20, 10, 2.
Okay, this is notebook, pen, pencil, and here I can write Joey, Lucy, Lily. Okay, so here specifically we have, instead of writing column 1, row 1, row 2, row 3, column 1, column 2, column 3, we have a name here because we have the information in this way. So here now you can easily say that Joey has 15 notebook, 5 pen and 3 pencil. Lily has 20 notebook, 10 pen and 2 pencil. So in this, like, this is a compact and beautiful way of writing the information. So that's why it is very important in mathematics and it is a very useful. Now you can add, subtract, multiply this matrix to get the different information from it. Okay.
So let's just try some more example. I'll just change the page and then we will try it out. Okay. So okay. So suppose I am writing a matrix B here. B equal to 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Okay. How many rows are here? 1, 2, 3. And how many column? 1, 2. So the order of this matrix will be 3 rows. So 3 by 2. Okay. 3 by 2. Similarly, what will be the order of this matrix? It's have 1 row and 1 column. So it is 1 by 1. Okay. So I hope this order thing is clear to all of you. Now we see how the different type of matrices are or matrix are. So suppose I am writing a matrix A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Or B equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Or so in this matrix we just have 1 row. Row is 1 and columns are different. So 1 is column, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns and 1 row. Here also row is 1 but columns are 1, 2, 3. So this kind of matrix in which we have only single row and multiple column. Single or 1 row. And multiple columns. This is called as row matrix. Okay, row matrix. Similarly, if you have a matrix A equal to 1, 2, 3 or B equal to A1, A2, A3, A4. So here you have 1 column is 1. Here also column is 1 but rows are multiple, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is called column matrix. Column matrix. And its order will be 3 by 1, 4 by 1. Okay. What will be its order? 1 by 4, 1 by 3. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Row matrix, column matrix. Now we will see what is the square matrix. Okay. So square matrix is, what is the square matrix? Okay. Square matrix is in which number of rows and columns are equal. So suppose you have a matrix where 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here I have row 1, row 2, column 1, column 2. 2 rows and 2 columns. Equal number of rows and columns. Its order is 2 by 2. So this will call square matrix. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we have 3 rows and 3 columns. The order will be 3 by 3. So this is the square matrix of order 3. This is called square matrix where number of rows. So m by n is order where m equal to n. This is called square matrix. Okay? Alright. Now always remember how we read a matrix. Suppose I have a matrix A equal to A11, A12, A13, B11, B12, B13, C11, C12, C13. Okay. So the way I am writing the element, and here I am writing a suffix 1, 1. So this first suffix indicate the position of row and this is the column position. Okay. So this matrix, this element A is situated in first row, first column. That's why we write here 1, 1. This is situated into first row but in second column. So first row, second column. Similarly, first row, third column. Okay. This is A2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. I'm sorry, my mistake is here. This is 2. So actually these elements are A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Okay, now it will be more easy to explain you. So, okay, this is the first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. Now, this element is situated into second row, but first column. So, second row, first column. This is second row, second column, second row, third column. Similarly, this is third row, third row. So, third row, first column, second column, third column. First row, second row, third row. So, third row, first column, third row, second column, third row, third column. That's how we write the position of element, like element with position. So, if someone asks me what is the position of A22, so I will say it's situated into second row and second column. I don't need to say actually. If I am writing A22, it obviously means that this element is in second row and second column. A32 means this is situated in third row, second column. Okay? Clear? Okay. Now, if all the element of matrix are 0, then it is called as null matrix. So, for example, I have a matrix A equal to 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? So, this is all element are 0. This will call null matrix. Okay? Now, in square matrix, suppose I have a square matrix A equal to A11, A12, A21, A22. Okay? So, in this square matrix, these elements are called diagonal element. Okay? This is called diagonal element. And these elements are called upper diagonal because it is in the upper position, upper diagonal, and these are called lower diagonal. Okay? Lower diagonal. Right. So, let's just take a big matrix so you will understand it easily. Otherwise, you will say कि only A1, 3, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. All right. So, these are called as diagonal element. Okay. These are diagonal element and these are upper diagonal element. Okay. Upper diagonal. And these are called lower diagonal element. Lower diagonal element. element. These are the diagonal element. Okay. So I hope this thing is clear to all of you, that what is the diagonal element, what is the upper diagonal element. So now we see what is the, okay. Now if you have some a matrix like where only on the diagonal position the elements are 1. So suppose I have a matrix B equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix, right? And all the diagonal elements are 1. All the diagonal elements are 1 or unit. Unit means 1. And others are 0, so this is called as unit matrix. Unit matrix. It indicated by I. So I 2 by 2 means 1 0 0 1. I 3 by 3 means 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 1. This is I 3 by 3. Okay, it's indicated by I. I means identity matrix, and it will be like this. Okay, this. Null matrix who have all elements 0. So if here I make all the elements 0, then this become null matrix. Okay. Okay. So these all the basic things about the matrix. Let me know if you don't understand anything, but it's very easy and simpler thing.